Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. A quick reminder of our top stories now. PDP raises alarm, accuses APC of plotting to rig governorship elections in Kogi State. Presidency spokesman Garba Shehu denies any plot to rig the governorship elections in Kogi State. Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano accuses Peter Obi of leaving the state in huge debt of over 100 billion naira. And French police begin manhunts for Abdulsalam Saleh in connection with Friday's deadly attacks in Paris. Do remember that all our top stories can be found on our website. It's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. When you're done downloading, we do urge you to please interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS and Windows platforms. If you've got pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, simply tap on the Channels TV app on your device. Swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions there. We'll now bring you some of the pictures that you sent to our Eyewitness portal, and we begin with this picture showing a pump machine selling premium motor spirits for 150 naira per litre. Our Eyewitness reporter who sent this from Port Harcourt, the River State capital, wants the DPR to intensify efforts to stop this trend. And similarly to that is this picture from Burundin Kebbi in Kebbi State, showing a queue of vehicles waiting to buy fuel. Our Eyewitness reporter says that the fuel scarcity is biting hard and urged the government to look into it. And staying in the north, our Eyewitness reporter sent this picture of a fallen high-tension pole from Rafin Senyi in Suleja Old Army Barracks area of Niger State. He wants the authorities to attend to this urgently. And finally, we end on a peaceful note with this image the Eyewitness reporter describes as an art by a genius. The picture was sent in from Nri in Anambra State, southeast of Nigeria. We do appreciate you sending in those pictures, as we ask that you keep them coming. Many thanks indeed. The government of Anambra State has announced 185 billion naira as its debt burden inherited by the previous administration led by Mr. Peter Obi. According to the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solo Chukwulobelu, only 9 billion naira cash and 25 billion naira worth of foreign investment assets inherited by the present administration is with it. It referred to the written statement of accounts from the previous administration's handover notes to Governor Willie Obiano. However, the former Governor Obi's special assistant, Mr. Val Obianyem, insisted via email that Mr. Obi not only left 75 billion naira in cash and investment, he also did not leave a single debt for the current administration.
Members of the State Executive Council briefed the media, intending to clarify misconceptions about the cash and investments left for the present administration of Governor Willie Obiano by his predecessor. The major issues brought to the fore are the huge debt and alleged false declaration of investments totaling 27 billion naira. Their addresses titled True and Accurate Position of 75 billion Investments Handover Notes. The Secretary to the State Government outlines the cash at hand and the deficit.
As at March 2013, what was then in the bank balance was 9 billion. The current administration on March 17th inherited current liabilities and contingent liabilities totaling 185 billion naira. And these, if you like, are roads that were awarded by the previous administration and were still ongoing. Okay? The total liability of those, if they were to crystallize at once, was 185 billion.
The principal secretary to the governor explains that the present administration has been surviving on federal allocation to the state without tampering with the foreign bonds.
What is being said is that from March 17, this present governor has been operating on what comes in from day one in his administration.
Responding to the allegations in an email, Mr. Val Bienyem, the media aide to the former governor, Peter Obi, insisted that his boss left over 75 billion naira in cash and investment. These include 27 billion naira in local currency investment, 26.5 billion naira in foreign currency investments, and 28.1 billion naira in certified state MDS balances. Even in the final handover document, Obi deducted 10 billion naira approved federal government refund, as well as the salary, pension, gratuity, money on certificates raised on contracts for the month of March, which all amounted to 5 billion naira, before arriving at the balance of over 75 billion he bequeathed his successor. The last has probably not been heard in the war of words between Governor Obiano's administration and that of his predecessor.
The Inter-Party Advisory Council of Nigeria, IPAC, has removed its secretary and deputy secretary for violations of the council's code of conduct. At its General Assembly meeting, which had 21 political parties and the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in attendance, IPAC received a report from a committee set up earlier to determine cases of violations of Political Parties Code of Conduct 2013. These allegations were brought by the Executive Committee against its Secretary, Godson Okoye, and Deputy Secretary, Razak Eyoawi. The Political Parties Code of Conduct 2013 was written and adopted by Nigeria's registered political parties on the 16th of July 2013 to regulate their conduct. In a related development, the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, had set up an election committee to conduct by-elections into vacant positions of the Secretary and Deputy Secretary. The election committee, which had 3 members and is chaired by Chekwas Akure, National Chairman of United People's Party, with the National Chairman of DPP, Benson Gashin, as member, and National Secretary of UPN, Abubakar Sokoto, as Secretary. More stories now. The People's Democratic Party, the PDP, in Abia State has condemned what it describes as a deliberate attempt by the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, to misinform the public about the state's governorship elections tribunal judgment. Members of the PDP legal team in the state told journalists in Umuahia, the state capital, that the tribunal gave its judgment after due analysis of the evidence and witnesses brought before it by the petitioner and respondents. The leadership of ABGA had hinted that the tribunal judges were biased and insisted that they are prepared to fight to recover their mandate using every available means in the judiciary.
A protest in Isiala-Ngwa South Local Government area by youth and supporters of the All Progressive Ghana Alliance Party in solidarity with the leadership of the party against the ruling of the governorship tribunal. According to the ABGA leadership, the battle is not yet over and they're prepared to go all the way to the apex court to recover their mandate.
My own people, we cannot be here and fold hands and watch our bandit to pay for us. Is it the right thing? No. We will not. Enough is enough. That's why we're here today.
However, the People's Democratic Party's legal team seeks to set the record straight, describing ABGA's allegations as malicious and mere propaganda.
Their petition, gentlemen, was dead on arrival. Because there are so many legal viruses inherent in that petition. And indeed, that petition is the relief or reliefs they ask for in that petition is highly and grossly ungrantable by any court of law.
While the legal battles persist, the people of Abia State will be better served outside of politics if the expectations are realized by the government of the day.
Parents of children at the Federal College of Education, Electoral in Osun State, have called for the immediate removal of the school's principal over what they describe as the unhealthy welfare of the awards. They are also asking the Federal Ministry of Education and the anti-graft agencies to probe the school's accounts for irregularities. Teachers in the school are also reported to have downed tools in solidarity with students of Federal Government College, Electoral.
This is Electoral town in Osun State, the host community of the Federal Science and Technical College. Founded in 1988, the school used to be a teachers training college before its conversion. With a capacity of over 2,000 students, the mission and vision of the FSTC is to be the best among secondary and technical colleges in the country and to create a conducive environment where intelligent and self-reliant individuals will be trained. But it appears the school is not meeting the mission for which it was founded. These students have been joined by their parents on the school premises to protest what they describe as the ill treatment of the awards. The students who spoke to us, amongst other complaints, say the school has no light and water, and their living conditions is not what they bargained for.
We need peace in legislation. No, there is no tap, no water, no lights. We have been sleeping in darkness. We are talking about the blazer now. The blazer. Some of the students are paid for the blazer. Somebody have passed out. He did not give it to them. 5,005. Can I ask him, where did you put the money?
Presently, they paid for bed, but now they are not been giving their bed. And about the security, our fence is very, very low. One time, they wanted to raise it. They stopped the work. There are even some sides in the fence broken. We can just easily pass there and go anywhere we want. But still, and thieves still enter. There was a time even twice or thrice in this school we have caught thieves.
Although some of the hostels are under lock and key, one of the boys' dormitories is open. In this room, where 6 boys have to sleep, the ceilings are dilapidated, all the nets torn and window louvers broken. In the bathroom, the taps are not functioning.
With what we have seen on ground, you will see that the lives of our children that we are suffering for is at stake. He is not concerned about their welfare. Is less concerned about their academic activities, is less concerned about the utilities on ground. All what is concerned about is money.
One of the teachers who spoke under the condition of anonymity confirmed that the living and learning condition of the students need urgent attention.
We are not happy, and we've dialogued with the principal several times, but when he's not yielding, then we decided to go on strike. Yesterday, this is how we start that. Today it continues. We don't know when it will end.
After the protests, the parents appealed to the Federal Ministry of Education and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to beam their searchlight on the school's accounts and order the removal of the school's principal. Efforts to speak with the principal, Mr. Chuks Onsiri, prove abortive as he declines, insisting that he is a civil servant who can only be directed to speak by the authorities. With parents threatening to withdraw the awards and the teachers downing tools in solidarity, it appears the situation at FSTC Electoral in Osun State requires immediate attention from the Federal Ministry of Education, with many questions waiting to be answered to save the children's future.
News at 10 returns. Insurgency in the northeast and the determination of the present government to defeat Boko Haram. I'll be joined on the News at 10 by retired Colonel Hassan Stanlabo. That's in a moment. Join us again.